The internet is the biggest thing that has ever happened in our generation. If you don't understand that by now, then you're sleeping on yourself.
Facts.
I understand.
Facts.
Like you can have all the talent, but then if you don't know how to use the internet, then you're gonna suffer, man. You're gonna get hungry. Because we live in a generation whereby, man, jobs are scarce. The only thing we have is internet. How many influencers do you know make more money than people who are employed?
Depression gay.
So when I was depression, like what was happening? Just give us a story. How did you manage to like even like still stand out and say, no man, I'm bigger than depression? Like,
we give you a course. I know it's very cliche, but like we give you a course.
People must stop the mentality of saying
projecting or things on other people. Yeah.
We are the same.
Running with narratives there.
I span so one educated and and they are doing very well without span. There are people who are educated, you understand? So people must stop this saying of when you are not educated, it means you are a hustler. It doesn't work like that. A hustler is just someone who's dedicated into doing something for money,
better use of money,
or whatever.
Take it first.
Let me go first.
Mine is gonna be long.
Which camera? This one.
Yeah,
this one.
I give you this one.
This one.
Yeah.
Let me go first, guys. The biggest problem with us in the gases is that we don't take internet serious. Businesses, brands, whatever that is here in cars, we don't take the internet serious. You understand? You find someone who has a nice brand, or the business is nice, like it's well established, but people are not coming. You know why? Internet. People don't invest in the internet. They don't put money to say, let's work on our TikTok, let's work on our Facebook, let's work on our what. You understand? And another thing, collaboration over competition.
And you want to pay him a lot because you don't know him, he's from somewhere.
Yeah.
Not because I'm from the same place.
They want to pay you.
You want to pay me peanuts or you want to pay me Gary voucher. Bro, that's disrespect. Period. You're disrespecting and stop disrespecting our craft, bro. You understand?
Yeah. People work so hard.
Bro, we work so hard, in fact. We work so hard. Imagine my people starting to come and know what I'm talking about. Bro, don't disrespect me like that, bro. Please, bro. Don't disrespect people like that. Boom! What's going on, my face? It's your boy, we are out here chilling, Nandi vibes, we're shining like Lafata. You can call this whatever you want to call it. In fact, as a matter of fact, what do we call this?
You don't even introduce me, but it's fine.
No, yeah, I'm never rolling alone. I was still coming on that part. I'm never rolling alone. I'm nice, man. I'm nice.
Yeah, but we finally decided to start our first podcast. So the podcast is so it's not the type of podcast it's American. We're not in America. First, go studio.
For those who are wondering, I know you can see the nice things, the nice shades behind me and the vibes. Yeah, we are out here, Go Sharon Saloon, at Lua and Nail Tech.
Guys, we're gonna put the video to show you where studios is or Badirama Fit.
Or when you bump and shine, all those things, you understand?
So everything is
pull up.
So the main purpose of this podcast today, a lot of things, my guy.
Of course.
We have mental health.
Exactly, from mental health, from the power of social media and the negatives about social media, our lives as young as we are, everything that affects you, that affects me, and you know what I'm saying, everything that's trending, everything that you need to know, that we need to know, that you understand? It's just gonna be a mix up and a mash up of everything. So I feel to without wasting any further time, I want to start by talking about something that just happened very recently, which caught a lot of people's attention. There were a lot of talks. Everyone had an opinion about that. But I want to know what you think about it.
What, man?
Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock. How do you feel about that?
Are we censored? Are we not supposed to say fuck and stuff?
Man, we're not saying that, man. Chris Rock slapping the shit out of.
YouTube, man.
Yeah.
This
So I'm
is
just
our
saying, my face. Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock. Pah!
Yeah.
You understand? The video, maybe we'll put the video, but you know the video. I know you know the video.
Yeah, everyone knows the
how
video,
do you
man.
feel about? How do you?
You know, the thing now, I don't understand. Like, I didn't get it or Chris Rock, Nabla Gang, like that joke. I didn't get the joke. That's the thing. Mara for Will Smith just to stand up. It's something else. So I want. At first, Will Smith was laughing. Everyone was
first he
laughing.
was. At first
I don't know if Jada Umragilelo to Ara, Daman can make it. So I really don't know what happened because the camera went away. So I don't know what happened behind the scene here.
Okay, for those who don't know, as well as my boy Tag, let me explain. So Chris Rock made a joke about Jada's hair style, which is because Jada has a hair loss problem called alopecia. You understand? So alopecia, she announced, I think 2018, that she has a problem of hair loss called alopecia, and it's really taking a strain on her because of, you know, but she was suffering from that America. It's very rare, but it's also still happening still. So when Chris Rock rather said, Jada, that G.I. Jane 2. So G.I. Jane, it's a movie about a lady who shaved her hair off. So because the bald hairstyle looks like G.I. Jane 1. So and then he said that G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. And it's the Academy. Do you get it?
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So so he was laughing. We also Will Smith was laughing, and then the only one who didn't take it well was Jada. And then what are Jada is affected.
Okay, so why not do you feel like Jada was offended, or maybe Chris Rock like he was mocking her looks or something like that? Do you kind of feel like that?
Of course. I mean, I have two sides to this to this whole thing, honestly speaking. Like everyone knows that there's a lot of things that can affect you, and you go out of character. There's people who can make things so much that they make you lose your whole character, you understand? You lose your moral. Even you sitting more high watching your phone or wherever you're watching us from, you know and you feel like, man, here I have to lose every moral that I've ever stood for. But I don't still condone violence. That's the thing about me. So
when do you kind of feel like
I feel like Chris Rock was out of line. Because that's a sensitive topic. You can't come like right now, I do make funny videos. I don't consider myself a comedian. I'm not a comedian. I make fun. I'm always telling people you can never even see a title on my socials talking about I'm a comedian. I'm never a comedian. You understand? I can make funny videos. You understand? So that's why I always say, correct. If you don't understand a joke, just slightly move away from that concept of it, you understand, or move away from the comedian himself, or whatever the situation might be. So in that state, that's why I feel I have two sides. I do understand Will's reaction. He went out of character, which I don't still condone violence, but at the same time, I feel like Chris was out of line. Not because of Jada about an illness, but because of you are trying to make fun of this woman, and at the same time and I understand Chris is a comedian though. Comedians don't have filters, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's still bad. So I don't really know, man. I just feel that's
Will Smith maybe suffering from depression or what?
Definitely
because of the social media. Like everyone is taking a jab at Will Smith, man.
Of course, man. Like it's just been a difficult time for that rampage. And like for me, like where I'm standing with my opinion is also like I fought with a lot of people on WhatsApp. Like which I was. Did you see?
It was crazy. I saw a sticker.
But I was busy posting and deleting because people were busy saying, nah, you're standing up for Chris Rock, and I had to make sure that I'm not standing up for Chris Rock. Baba were like, nah, you can't stand for Will. Violence is not good, and I had to make sure that they understand that violence is also still not good. And I also feel like that man is depressed. To answer your question, like parallel depressed so much that. He's just so he's a time ticking bomb.
So how do you define like depression? Have you ever been depressed?
I have.
Like, how do you
Clinically.
defend it to someone who because you know the thing with depression, most people they don't know. They don't understand because
Black people, yeah.
So
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
people don't understand depression. You might be depressed, but you don't know you're depressed
Yeah.
because you don't understand what's the meaning of depression.
Yeah.
So if when you were to explain or like what is depression to someone like just a random person, what would you say?
I will have my opinion. You have yours, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I feel like depression. Depression is having. I'm not a psychologist. I didn't qualify for that.
Yeah.
But I can explain or just feeling, just that overall feeling or like you're going downhill.
Yeah.
But then you still not down. You fine. You understand? Physically you fine, and it's bigger than material things. You understand? You feel like you're down, but at the same time you're still here. Like you see what happens to a lot of people babbling. Now, how can this man say he's got depression while he has money?
Yeah.
Or how can you say you have depression? Dog, look at yourself. We are trending. Chief. Just the whole concept of depression is beyond material things. Depression gay.
So when I was about depression, like what was happening? Just give us a story. How did you manage to like even like still stand out and say, no man, I'm bigger than depression? Like,
we give you a course. I know it's very cliche, but like we give you a course.
Yeah.
And I was going through a lot. I'm laughing about it now, but at that time, but like the message down, we regret to announce that we can no longer continue. There are such things, and you know. I was young and I'm still young, but like at that time I was younger than how young I am now. So it was that thing that I couldn't understand how to process it. So it really hit me hard. You know what I'm saying? It really hit me hard. And you know, sometimes it was at that point where I realized, you know what, man, I'm bigger than this shit, man. You understand? I'm bigger than this whole thing. I can't just stand here and claim this whole situation. Yes, it's big. Yes, it's a big hoo-ha in my life, but like it's whatever, man. I have to pick up and keep going because I'm gonna have my Denzel Washington moment right now. Yeah. So y'all get ready. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get ready for my Denzel Washington moment. Listen, bro. I created something here.
Yeah.
It's not about what you go through in life. You get what I'm saying? It's not about what you go through. It's not about what you go through. It's how you come out of it that matters. You feel me? Like it's how about like situation and how do you feel now when you're out? You feel me? You can't just tell me, yo, dog, 1, 2, 3. What did you do? How did you come out of it? You must come out strong in situations of it. You must make sure you pull out strong, like a rocket, dog.
That is true. And now one of my take is when it comes to me, you know what I feel like? A lot of people sometimes they misinterpret the word depression. You understand? For me, I don't think I've ever been depressed.
Right.
But I've been through situations where like I feel like it's just tough times.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So most people say, yo, I'm depressed.
Right.
I don't know, it's just a tough time. You're just going through something.
Yeah.
You understand? Maybe
yeah.
Then the next thing pass, well it's gone.
Yeah.
So now for me, I feel like most people must start to understand the difference between a tough time and depression.
Right.
Because to me, depression is something that is like a trauma, something that stays in your mind.
Right.
For a long time.
Right.
You understand? Let's say, for example, rape.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Someone can get raped and be depressed because that thing is still on her mind or on his mind.
Yeah.
So for me, that is depression. Because in varsity,
Facts.
blind.
Facts.
Understand? That was a tough time.
Yeah.
That was a tough time. Or what?
Yeah.
Which English point there? I want to also talk about Tabaya, the difference between real life and the school life, the educational side.
Sure, and it's always like that.
You understand? Because in life, there's two lives, man. One is the real world, another the educational side, whereby some they believe in the in the system, some they don't believe in the system. And it's
Facts.
always a backlash.
Facts.
Okay, go on Instagram, you'll see people saying, yo, I bought a G63, I dropped out. You hear someone saying, yo, I'm a graduate, but I'm struggling. But I also want to talk about that. What's your take on that?
Okay, you know, like sometimes now I feel like school life, it's a lullaby.
Yeah.
It's a lullaby session. You know, school life makes you feel like shit is easy.
Yeah. Do you feel like whatever school, anyone who went to school is lazy? Because there's a mentality of saying people graduate, but what's in school, they are lazy. Like they don't want to explore.
I believe
the only thing they believe in is the paper and getting a job. Do you believe, like, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I honestly believe that. Because, like, you know, there's always a system in every situation.
Yeah.
So the system that we were raised in or we were born in is that go to school, get your papers, then wait for the white man.
Yeah.
You understand? And for me, I feel like that adds on our lives as depression, guys. Like, as the young youth of South Africa. You understand? Like, I'm always having conversations alone at 3 a.m. on some. What use was it for me to be there 4 years kamuka? You understand? Still another 5-6 years. I still have to go work for them. Again. I still have to pay them again. So it's a cycle that I feel like should be like really as I know we're young guys, but like we're not young guys. We need to look at things. It doesn't make sense. You understand? It really doesn't make sense for me to say, oh well, let me just focus on this paper. This paper is the one that's gonna take me out of the misery of my life. It doesn't most of the time, 90% of the time. Do you know percentage? I don't want to say facts that I'm not sure of, but it's a large percentage of unemployed people in South Africa. You understand?
But you must also remember what unemployment. When graduate
and when
not graduates.
Listen, this is how they define unemployment, guys. When they say people are unemployed, they usually are not talking about people who have. It's like no, you percentage of unemployment. Nah, the thing about me is he doesn't have the skills to be employed. That's how they measure it. So percentage about fangiona. That's why
no, what's about it? Let's say about there are 56 million people in South Africa.
Yeah.
Then they'll say, but who are unemployed? 11 million or 12 million. Like unemployed for me, it means you're not working. You don't have anything.
But you have the skills. Unemployment, you are not working, but you have the skills. Yes, that's the definition that exists. Understand? You have the skills, but you're unemployed if you not the skills.
Yeah,
you understand? You can't consider yourself part of the percentage because you don't possess any skills. What is it that you're doing? Yeah. So it's a percentage of people who do not have a job but do have the skills.
Okay.
That's why they can measure their stats.
That one is important to understand.
Facts.
I don't like it. People who are asking about school, but they are school is bad. And in school, but they are if I was in school, it's bad. It doesn't work like that, man. Now for me, education is important because the way you think as an educated person is not the same way you think as someone who's not educated. But don't be fooled by this Instagram post saying, yo, I bought a G63, I dropped out. Hey. Don't be fooled by those things. It's only but a few when they are unemployed and they are making it in the game. As much as there's only few people that are graduates and are still succeeding. So people must stop this mentality of saying, education is nothing. I can just go and hustle. Nah, it doesn't work like that, man. Let's move.
Facts.
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. You get your qualification, then we'll move. Because
now this is how I feel. People who are hustlers who don't need education, please stop telling people who have education that they are getting something that's worthless. That's also how I feel. So now I feel like every lane is different for everyone. But then I don't look down on people who are hustlers on some. Yeah, man, we need to have the paper because I do have the paper. But what's the paper doing
for you.
You understand?
You wouldn't think like this if you didn't have the paper.
I know.
You wouldn't be sitting here and thinking of a podcast if you didn't have the paper.
Facts.
You understand?
But also, there's someone who doesn't have the papers who does think like this. How do you say what do you say about that?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's why people must stop the mentality of saying
projecting or things on other
educated.
people. Yeah.
We are the same.
Running with narratives there.
I span so. I span so one about educated and abanye span and they are doing very well without span.
Yeah.
There are people who are educated, marabanya span.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So people must stop this saying of when you are not educated, it means you are a hustler. It doesn't work like that. A hustler is just someone who's dedicated into doing something for money,
better use of money,
or whatever.
Yeah.
So another thing, since we have cameras that are recording us, I want to talk about the influence of social media. I want people to understand the influence of social media, because we live in a generation whereby now it's all about the internet. People are making money out of the internet. You understand? Like for Mr. Jay-Z to be overseas, it's because of the internet. You understand? Everything now is because of the internet. I want to talk about this thing so that, but we understand, us just chilling here talking. It's also content, which eventually is gonna generate money for us. So people must stop the mentality of saying, "Oh, I want to set a camera." The internet is the biggest thing that has ever happened in our generation. If you don't understand that by now, then you're sleeping on yourself.
Facts.
I understand.
Facts.
Like you can have all the talent, but then if you don't know how to use the internet, then you're gonna suffer, man. You're gonna get hungry. Because we live in a generation whereby, man, jobs are scarce. The only thing we have is internet. How many influencers do you know make more money than people who are employed?
How many influencers do you see in this room? But anyways, fine.
How many? We have so many influencers.
Just that the cameras can't see.
But there's influencers in this room.
Facts.
They've got the impact.
Facts.
They're changing their lives.
Facts.
And this thing, you move from generation to generation. People don't understand that the biggest thing after my piano in South Africa is social media.
Sure. Drop the bongo.
You understand?
Facts.
Social media is going to take people places, but the problem is they're sleeping on themselves. They're sleeping on TikTok. They're sleeping on Facebook. Why not so mentality la ba khala ro tsena Facebook o go kwera chiri cha malinda or cha motete. No man, this is 2022. People are making money to post. You understand? So people mustn't sleep on social media, man. If you've got any talent, if you know how to act, you can open a YouTube channel. You can do acting on TikTok. You can do acting on Reels. You have so many options to actually make it to the top. But just like you're sleeping on yourself.
Facts. Yo, this man has said a mouthful. I agree with him. Definitely agree with you. I also feel like social media is a powerhouse. But as you know, there's only so much that can be good in a situation. And it has the bad sides. I want you to explain what are the bad sides that you have encountered yourself or you have seen.
Okay, I won't lie to you guys. Being in a public space is difficult.
Sure.
You understand? Because number one, not everyone will like what you're doing on the internet. Now sometimes I receive comments like someone just woke up and decided to hate the boy. Why would you hate me? I'm just trying to make money, and I understand. That's the bad thing. Sometimes you can get comments and that time you're feeling down, maybe you're going through something. Then someone just comes and says, when I'm on video it's nonsense. We understand? I know content. So such comments, man, sometimes as a person they demotivate you. You feel small, like, yo, why will this guy just wake up and decide like, no, I'm gonna type this to this guy?
Facts.
Why would you watch my content if you are hated?
Facts. So what you are trying to say, God,
that's the best.
Coming into this game, social media, call it a game, you must have the heart to take the public scrutiny.
Ish, course. What about that situation?
Shout out to Balaji. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the English, baby.
Wow. How can you say baby to men?
That's not it's American. What's up, babe?
Okay. What about that situation? Just on a little, Patrick Shy and stuff like that. There were such like suicides. What about I can say internet has influence because people flood into you a negative comments. Now I'm telling you, sometimes one comment, I feel it. Look, this guy. Imagine if 50 people come at me, maybe example, Black Twitter, they come at you, like blah 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 blah. Everyone, moto post uno Twitter nje alka toilet nje, Twitter toilet. But man, the good side about the journey of social media is sometimes you get the love. The love is amazing, you know. Sometimes you go shop right there, moto level love. I don't care what's here. I don't care what's here. How am I going? I take a picture. You understand? Sometimes you feel appreciated or like, yo, man.
Okay.
It means things are moving for me.
I understand. I understand. But here's a piece of my story. I remember like this one time I made a joke about. That's why I'm saying like sometimes social media, as good as it is, we must also focus on its bad side, right?
Yeah.
So I was always making like the reason I also Kitlo, I know I'm gonna die bad. Let me just focus on this one story. I made a joke one time about Tsonga people, right? I said Tsonga people should stop calling Mujumushi Kwembu. They're actually blocking our blessings, right? For me, it was just a joke. You understand? It's just a pure fun joke. And one guy, everyone was laughing in the comments. This is what I want to highlight. Everyone was laughing in the comments. Laughing. One guy said, man, F this video. You understand? Fuck this video, man. When I've always been I see that you hate Tsonga people. This is tribalism. Putting all sorts of titles to my name and everything and wara. That day was the day I had to learn that you have to be able to take the jabs when they come. As much as you can give them out as jokes, you have to be able to take them when they come from people. Because you must also understand that a lot of people go through a lot. So when you address people on social media, address them like you're addressing sick people. Even like, you know me, I'm so immortal to comment so much that even a good comment, I just comment back, but I don't take it very, very serious. Like, oh, they love me, because I don't want to hug comments like I don't want to hug people who love me so much that when they start hating on me, I'm gonna feel like I'm the whole world hates me. You understand? That's the thing that I want to do. I just want to take it. When someone says, "Yo, my guy, this is a very dope joke," I just be like, thanks, man. Keep it moving. You understand? If you be like, "Oh, thank you so much, man," you know what? When I thought of it becomes a problem because now you're hugging people. When they start hating on you, bro, you're gonna come falling down like it's gonna be crazy. You understand? So that's the thing that I designed for myself. I don't know if other people use it, but I designed it for
another thing I want to talk about, I think this is probably the last thing I want to talk about. Since we are in Jennifer's Rakazi, we're studying our first podcast there. And remember Jennifer's Pokwani, Belasford, whatever, all these places that are close to Jennifer's. We have a lot of businesses, we have a lot of brands, we have a lot of people, you understand? So I want you like to opinion about brands in the cars not making it like to the top. Businesses.
Say less. So
what do you feel like these guys are doing wrong? Actually, let me go first. Should I go first?
Take it first.
Let me go first.
Mine is gonna be long.
Which camera? This one.
Yeah,
this one.
I give you this one.
This one.
Yeah.
Let me go first, guys. The biggest problem with us in the gases is that we don't take internet serious. Businesses, brands, whatever that is here in cars, we don't take the internet serious. You understand? You find someone who has a nice brand, or the business is nice, like it's well established, but people are not coming. You know why? Internet. People don't invest in the internet. They don't put money to say, let's work on our TikTok. Let's work on our Facebook. Let's work on our what. You understand? And another thing, collaboration over competition. A lot of people are in competition more than they are in collaborations. You understand? Us, man, we have got YouTube channels that have many subscribers, but not even a single day you hear
80,000 and up. He's just been too humble.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
25 subscribers. Not even a single day you hear someone saying, "Hey, your tag, man, let me just send you something. Let me just send you shades, just to look good, man." Not even a single day. And you mention my name. Let me send you a t-shirt. We also need this t-shirt.
Bro, we do, bro.
Let me send you stay soft. They don't do that, you understand?
Yeah.
But instead, they rather hold back and act as if they can't approach you while you are approachable. And they don't know, by the time they think of that, we're gonna charge them, man.
Too late, Nana.
You understand what I'm saying? Yo, so not that was my view.
Listen, here's my view, guys. It's another angle from what he's saying. You see, the reason why a lot of Kasi brands will never blow up, these people don't want to appreciate influencers. Just like now, I don't want to mention any brand or anybody, but there was a gentleman who wanted my savings, but he wanted to pay me a voucher. Emon, like how, guys? Like, you need to understand, like, how can you pay me a voucher?
How can you? A whole clothes.
You think I want to eat voucher? You think I'm going to buy food ka voucher? Voucher pocket. Yes, keeper. And here's the same thing that a lot of artists, this is why even artists from Yigasi, they will never blow up. It's because you guys love a. You understand? Just because you're thinking, nah, he's not worth your appreciation monetary wise. You're thinking, nah, because of this guy he probably deserves small things. I can be the same as, here's the crazy part, I can be the same creative person like Tato Rampeli or whoever, and say, come and preach the same thing to you that he would have done, right? And you want to pay him a lot because you don't know him, he's from somewhere.
Yeah.
Not because I'm from the same place.
They want to pay you.
You want to pay me peanuts or you want to pay me Gary voucher. Bro, that's disrespect.
That's
Period. You're disrespecting, and stop disrespecting our craft, bro. You understand?
Yeah.
People
we work so hard, man.
Bro, we work so hard, Faith. We work so hard. Imagine my people starting to come and know what I'm event voucher. Bro, don't disrespect me like that, bro. Please, bro. Don't disrespect people like that. But whoever the influencer, the brand promoter or whatever, organizers, whatever you call it, the business influencers. Please respect influencers. Understand what he's about and what he's saying, and please affiliate with that same respect. You understand? Pay. Pay these kids. You understand? Pay these people, because they're doing something that will help your business. The second part, the reason why your brands will never grow. You guys, are you good cameraman? You guys, I'm on some other. You can see me. Everyone is quiet because you know what I'm saying. I'm talking. But here's what I'm saying. You need us. We need you. Let's collaborate. Collaborate with us.
Over competition.
You understand? Don't say, I'm giving you an example. Don't say, here's the crazy part, They can look at someone like Go or Mugiri or Tabo or Tag or whatever. They will say to someone who's an upcoming, a smaller yana one, they say, nah, but we want someone who's like Go. What's that? Why don't you just call Go?
Yeah,
Is it? Why would you say, no, why would you do that? No, just call Spalapala, dog. Why are you saying Spalapala? Call Spalapala. Call the person you stop trying to. You understand? You guys will never grow, man. You understand? Your brands will never grow, and we need you.
Man, don't curse them, man. Nah,
but I'm just.
I think that was it, man. If you have anything you wanna say, this is our first podcast, guys, and I know we don't have mics.
I apologize if Kilchushi, guys.
We don't have mics, we don't have a lot of things, But don't worry, guys. Everything's gonna come into place.
About Uchilina. We don't have a name, guys.
And also a name, guys. You must
Give
make
us
sure
a
that you
name.
comment down
Be
below.
creative there.
And give us advices, man. You
Yeah.
know, give
What-
us names. What do you wanna see? Because we are also planning on bringing like local content creators. You understand? Because as we are all about uplifting each other. So probably on the next episode, we're gonna have a local influencer.
Yeah.
Let me not say local. People we know, because
We're
local.
gonna have an influencer. Of course.
You understand?
Of course.
These people are influencers. We are not talking about the clowns, nincompoops. Yeah.
Nah.
We're not talking about people who are just frowning. Yeah.
Nah.
We are talking about content creators. So, Bafet, tell us what you think. Comment down below with the name. Make sure that you subscribe and make sure that you share the video. Talk about the
family kumbunga kwa sharang
you share the link here, Bafet. And yeah, if you wanna pull up, you can also write to us. We're gonna put the email here. If you wanna have a conversation, if you have a merchandise, a brand or whatever, you wanna talk to us, you can come and chill with us. From me to you and only you.
Hold on. Before we close it up with Fetu, like I said, we out here, Sharon Saloon. The details are down below here, Fetu. Or if you wanna bring your or the video. Oh, you've seen the video, or have they seen it? Or
yeah, they will not by now. They've already seen
Alright, you guys have seen the video. See how clean it is.
Yeah.
Pull up Sharon Saloon by Fetu. The number has Alice. You've seen the video. You've seen everything. So, yo, you can close it off.
Thank you.
Issue.